least. Say what you will about what his solutions are, but he's properly identified the problem, right?
Oh, absolutely. And particularly for my generation. Look, we are unable to buy houses. My parents' generation, my grandparents' generation, they could buy a house at my age. I'm struggling, and so is the rest of my generation. We are saddled with much more debt. So he acknowledges that we are facing a financial crisis for young people. He doesn't have the solutions that will work. But are Republicans or Democrats, you know, the moderate Democrats, talking about policy prescriptions? Not really. You know, they're not talking about it in a way that is impacting and attracting young voters.
Yeah, and that cost of living problem is even more incredible in New York City.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at what some of the other language is about. So much of it has become about globalize the intifada, and his refusal really to condemn that phrase. He's now slowly gotten to the point where he says he's not going to use it anymore, and he's discouraging others from using it. But I mean, is you know, the horse already out of the barn on this one?
Look, he can discourage the term. I don't know what discourage entails. He can soften the language for television or the audience. But at the end of the day, the sentiment is militant and it is uncompromising. And I will say the fact that Mamdani is now saying we should discourage the term should be an indictment of the Democratic Party as a whole. Because if you remember, Ken Martin was asked about this, the DNC co-chair, and he said, we're a big tent party.